Letter 41. Attachment, the seeker, the giver, the wanderer, the flamekeeper. Dear Ada, before you can understand love, real love, the kind that steadies a life, you must understand the four figures who live inside every one of us. They are ancient, invisible, wordless, yet they shape nearly everything we feel in relationships. Think of them as inner characters, not personalities but tendencies, not roles but instincts. They appear whenever love, closeness, fear, intimacy, or longing enters the room. Their names are the seeker, the giver, the wanderer, and the flamekeeper. The seeker. The seeker is the part of you that reaches out. She wants connection, closeness, reassurance, presence. She is tender, intuitive, emotionally intelligent, and sensitive to shifts in the emotional field. But when she fears loss or disconnection, she can grip tightly. She can confuse closeness with safety and silence with danger. When you feel the ache of longing, the fear of drifting apart, the need to know you matter, that is the seeker speaking. The giver. The giver is the one who cares naturally, effortlessly. She comforts, nurtures, softens. She wants the people she loves to feel safe, calm, understood. But the giver must learn boundaries, because without them she can disappear into everyone else's needs. She can offer more than anyone asked for, and then wonder why she feels drained. When you feel the instinct to soothe, to support, to bring peace into the room, that is the giver stepping forward. The wanderer. The wanderer loves freedom, autonomy, oxygen. She wants connection, but not at the price of losing herself. She values independence, spaciousness, and the ability to breathe her own air. But when she fears emotional overwhelm or expectations she cannot meet, she distances, not because she does not care, but because she cares in a different rhythm. When you feel the pull to take space, to steady yourself, to not disappear into someone else, that is the wanderer protecting your inner life. The flamekeeper. The flamekeeper holds passion, desire, aliveness. She brings heat into the relationship. Not just physical, but emotional. The spark, the magnetism, the feeling of this matters. Without the flamekeeper, relationships become functional but not alive. But when the flamekeeper feels unseen or unvalued, she can go dim. Connection without desire becomes duty, and duty without reciprocity becomes resentment. When you feel the difference between being loved and being wanted, that is the flamekeeper speaking truth. Ada, all four figures live in you. All four live in everyone. The trouble begins when we mistake one figure for our whole identity. A seeker who doesn't know she also has a wanderer within becomes anxious and dependent. A wanderer who forgets she has a seeker within becomes detached and alone. A giver who doesn't know she also carries a flamekeeper becomes generous but unfulfilled. A flamekeeper who forgets her giver becomes passion without tenderness, fire without warmth. The goal is not to silence any of them. The goal is to listen, to understand their motives, their fears, their gifts. Because when you begin to recognize these inner figures, you stop taking their impulses personally. You stop confusing instinct with fate. You stop believing that how you react in a moment is who you are, in your essence. And you start making choices. You learn when to let the seeker reach out, when to let the wanderer take space, when to let the giver soften the room, when to let the flamekeeper kindle the spark. Love becomes easier when you understand these parts of yourself. And even easier when you can see them in the people you care about. Some people love as seekers, some love as wanderers, some give without being asked. Some burn brightly but need their fire tended. Learning to love and to be loved begins with recognizing these four figures, not as flaws or virtues, but as human nature. Know them, honor them. Let them teach you how to connect without losing yourself, and how to love without fear. A friend on the road ahead.